and I thank you for the opportunity to stand here today. I'm going to read a letter from his wife, so I'll read her letter first. I am Lillian Carter. Terry Carter's widow is who I am now because of the defendant. We were married for 29 years prior to his death. He was my first boyfriend in junior high school. After attending Terry's high school prom, we parted ways. As fate would have it, we reconnected. I thank God for that reconnection because I had the man I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with. Terry was my husband, my best friend, my protector, my provider, my comedian. Besides being a wonderful husband, he was an awesome father, a wonderful grandpa, a special uncle, and a loyal friend. It's been 3 years and it's not any easier. By God's grace, I am surviving. Not living, just surviving. This is a nightmare, one that I cannot seem to wake up from. The loneliness is so very hard. I miss Terry making me laugh just before we went to bed, and on the rare occasions he didn't, he would say, "Hey girl, I didn't hear you laugh last night." I miss his calls, just asking me what I was doing and telling me he is just checking on me. I miss Terry thanking me for being a good mother and an excellent wife, which he did often and just because. I miss our evening walks, our grabbing a bite to eat, which he referred to as date night. I have over 40 years of memories with my husband, and there were so many more we plan to make. Because of the defendant, I have an endless flood of tears. No matter how hard I try to keep them back, they continue to flow. Because of the defendant, I am afraid to watch TV. Because of the defendant's selfish, inconsiderate actions, the defendant orchestrated the sale of the video that showed exactly how he killed my husband. When my husband's name is Googled, you don't see video from our wedding. You don't see videos of him attending his children and grandchildren's graduations and birthday parties. You don't see the countless pictures of him being present in his aunts, cousins, nieces, nephews, and godchildren's lives, sharing milestones. What you do see is the defendant killing my husband. I want the world to know who and what my husband was. He was so much more than the guy who the defendant killed with his truck. I'm going to read another letter from David Harris Jr., and he was a godchild of Terry, and I'll be reading on his behalf. Good morning, Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Harris. When my father died in a boating accident when I was 2 years of age, Terry stepped up and became my godfather. Over the years, he became a surrogate father to my siblings and I. I can honestly say that it was due in part to Terry's unconditional love, support, and commitment that I have become a productive member of our society. Terry's life was ended in a parking lot where he was crushed beneath a car driven by a man without a license to drive because he believed himself to be above the law. It is still difficult to come to terms with his death, and it is like losing my father all over again. Terry was a role model, the villain a career offender. Terry lived by his word. The villain lived by the gun. Terry was selfless, the villain selfless. Terry was thoughtful, the villain thoughtless. Terry was priceless, the villain is worthless. Terry's death was a great loss to me, a greater loss to the community, and the greatest loss to the family he loved. Today, the villain will be sentenced by this court, and someday he will be judged by our Creator. And then finally, Your Honor, I will read my letter to the court, and I thank you for the opportunity. I am Jessica Carter. I had the privilege and honor of being Terry's little sister. Terry, he taught me to be proud of being a Carter, and also to be proud being from Compton. To tell you what my life has been like since he was murdered. I am always crying. The worst type of crying is the silent one. The one when everyone is asleep. The one where you feel it in your throat and your eyes become blurry from the tears. The one where you just want to scream. The one where you hold your breath and grab your stomach to keep quiet. The one where you can't breathe anymore. The one when you realize that the person that you love is gone. I know that it has been God's grace and mercy that has sustained me. And in my darkest hours, I could hear him saying, "Keep it pushing, Jessica Carter." And when this day is over, we will go back and pick up the pieces of our life. But our life will never be the same. And we are missing our chief executive officer of our family, Terry Carter. And he will be extremely missed. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marion. Uncle Terry, I don't have very many memories of him. I was just barely 15 when he died. And I can remember the day, me and my brother and my sister were cleaning the house, doing our homework, and suddenly my parents were running around the house. My mom's on the phone saying, "Oh yeah, I just saw it on TV," and then they told us, "Stay here, we're gonna be back," and they left. And then a few hours later, we got a phone call saying that he was dead. And it was quiet for a really long time. Even though I don't have very many memories, I remember him laughing and smiling a lot. I remember him being caring. But I don't have any memories, and that's what's hardest for me, is that I can't get that time. I don't get to see the caring, the man they all described today. I can't see that. I don't have those memories. I will never get them. I don't know what justice means for Terry. I really don't. I don't know what I want for this outcome. All I know is that I want those memories that I never got to have.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Patricia Hawkins. I'm a retired federal police officer, 30 years. Terry Carter was my cousin, but we were raised like brother and sister. Terry's mom was my mother's baby sister. Out of 13 siblings my mother had, she was the baby girl. We have one left. That's my Aunt Ada that's sitting here now. She's over 95 years old. The defendant has sat in her house and has eaten with her. This is very difficult for all of us, and like all the family has said, we relived Terry's death over and over watching the video. Can't turn TV on. We're saying it. I believe in the justice system. I wouldn't have stayed in that employment for those many years if I didn't. However, I don't feel 28 years is long enough. Terry will not ever get out of the box, so I don't feel the defendant should be released. And solely because of his actions afterwards. I'm here to support my family. I love Lily and the girls and the grandchildren from my family very much. But I hope and I pray that we all can find forgiveness, but it won't be today. And I also hope that he does serve the maximum amount of time. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for watching StreetGangs.com. Please like and share the video you just watched and leave a comment below to tell us what you think. You can also watch 2 of our previous episodes to the right. Please visit the link to our Patreon page and support our campaign. And don't forget to subscribe.